Hello all, I'm Mithun and welcome back to a brand new video. In the previous videos, we saw how to work with LLM providers like OpenAI and Gemini, right, in Python. So in this video, let's look into one of the most interesting providers. Okay, so again, I feel so this is very much underestimated because they just don't provide their AI's LLMs, but also some of the open source ones like from OpenAI and Llama. So again, Meta is also in the game. So Facebook Meta is also in the game. They have a lot of open source models which you can access through Grok. Okay, so that is one of the advantages of using Grok, which many of them don't harness. Again, I know. So OpenAI and Gemini are very much powerful, but exploring these models will give you a different perspective. So that is what we are going to do in this video. In this video, so let's build AI chatbots using Grok SDK and as well as Langchain. And before that, we'll get Grok API keys as well. Okay, so this is what is lined up in this video. So for the same, I have my folder open in one of my favorite editors. So whenever working with Python, the first step is to create the virtual environment, right? So let's get started with it. So I'm going to just say, hey, Python 3 minus m vnb. Again, I am telling, so creation of virtual environment is different from Mac and Windows. So just Google it, read a blog, watch a video, and get it done. Okay, so let me just say source vnb, sorry, vnb slash bin slash activate. Okay, so with this, my vnb is activated. And to store my API keys, I need .env file, right? So let's create that .env file as well. Great. So now let's look how to get the Grok API keys. So you need to just say Grok API again. So Grok is from XAI team. Okay, again, Twitter, X is Twitter, right? So from the Elon Musk team. But the one good thing is that you need not to have any Twitter account or X account to access this. You can directly log in through your Google account or GitHub and do it. Okay, so I have API key, so let me revoke this. So let's go to the docs first. So if you go to the quick start, right, you can see that it needs Grok API key. So we'll use the same tag. So tags is not something which we'll use on our own, right? We should get it from the documentations. Great. Again, so this supports both JavaScript and Python. If you are someone who is looking for a JavaScript implementation, it's the previous video. And in this video, we are doing using Python. So let's get the API key, go to the API key section and just say create API key, and I will just say recording. Okay, recording, not JS, recording Python. Okay, py, it's enough. Okay, so with this you will get an API key. Again, don't try to use this API key because I will be deleting as soon as this lecture gets over. Okay, again, don't worry about the resources as well. All of the resources are pinned in the description. You will find a GitHub link to all of the resources, so no need to worry on this. Now we have the Grok API key set up as well. Now let's look into how to use their SDK. Go to their docs. Again, if you go to the dashboard, right, let me just show you. You can see the usage. Okay, so what's the activity, usage, everything. So you can just monitor here. But yeah, so if you go to the docs and say quick start, you will get all of the things. First, let's install some of the packages. You need Grok package for the SDK, and you need .env as well, right, to load the environment variables. So like, let me just say .env, and it installs all of it. And meanwhile, let me create a file called grok.py. Okay, great. So now let's get it. Again, if you see, the file name should not be the same as package name. See, Grok and Grok, it gets confused. So let's rename this to Grok demo, because in Python, modules and packages are treated as same. So just copy paste this whole file. And before that, like, let's load the API key, right? So let's load the API key. You can just say from .env import load.env, and then just load the env packages. Okay, great. With this, you are instantiating the Grok instance, and you are just telling, explain the importance of fast language models. I will just say hi. Okay, again, if you see, the model is not with the name Grok. See, Llama 70 billion versatile model. Okay, so Llama is a model from Meta, Facebook, which is open source. So Grok people deploy that onto their cloud. If they will provide it as a solution, or they will retrain it. Okay, so they will train on that model, on that base model, and give you the models as well. So the results would be very much interesting. So now let's run this. I'm going to clear this, and I'm going to just say Python 3 grok demo.py. Okay, so if you do this, see, how can I help you today? So whenever I say hi, it says how can I help you today. So this is how you implement the Grok APIs, again with the model of Llama. Okay, you should know this. So that's where it's indirectly using open source models as well. Okay, so that's the very interesting part of Grok, which not many people know. So just you have the heads up here as well. Great. Now we now know how to get the API keys, how to use the SDK. Now let's look into how to work with Langchain as well. So for that, I'm going to create a new file, and I would say Grok Langchain.py. Okay, again, don't worry about the resources, everything is attached. Okay, you can directly download from there. So let's go to Langchain. Okay, let's go to Langchain, not Langchain.js. And if you scroll down, okay, let's go to docs Langchain, and if you scroll down here, you can see various chat models. Now we need Grok. Search for Grok. Okay, and install this package. Let's install this. Okay, again, loading the env remains the same, so let's load it. I'm going to just copy paste this, and now let's get the code from this thing. Again, we don't need this get pass everything, right? So we need just this model creation part. Okay, let me just copy this and paste it here. Great. Again, so here we used the 70 billion parameters once. Here let's use the 8 billion parameters. So different Llama models hold together, but the provider is Grok. I will just say, hey, let me store the result. Okay, so the result will be model.invoke. I'm going to invoke the model with just a message called as hi, and let's print the result. Okay, great. So now let's run this Python 3 grok langchain.py. Okay, so here you will see a lot of things, and here the result is in content. So let's just say result.content for the better clarity. Result.content. Great. Okay, so now let's clear this and run this model. So now whenever I say hi, it says that, see, the result is quite interesting here. Hi, it's nice to meet you. Is there something I can help you with, or would you like to chat? See, when you explain more models, you'll understand which is more interactive, which doesn't feels more like AI. So whenever you saw the previous models, right, it's like, hey, how can I help you? Users will get to know that this is AI, but like models like Llama 3 will give you some human touch. Hey, it's nice to meet you. Is there something I can help, or would you like to chat? So users will feel more comfortable, more interactive with this model. So the more models you interact, the more benefit you get. Okay, so I hope that's it. So now you know how to get the API keys, work with Grok SDK, work with Langchain. Again, so there are a lot of exciting things planned and coming up onto this channel. So subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and let me know your thoughts in the comments, and share to as many people as possible so they get started with their AI journey. So that's it, and I will catch you up in the next one. Thank you.